As promised a long time ago, I said that I would do a tutorial of how I tied him missing Keski. So we're just going to go through how to do his hair, do his Keski in the first place, and then also how to tie his Keski in the end as well. So I'll go through a few tips as well, how I find it easier. I couldn't do it in the beginning, but with practice I've managed to do it. So first of all, use some water on your hand and mix it in with a little bit of tea. I normally use almond oil, so this will just help all the gears sort of keep together. And then what you do is you apply it to any of the gears on the outside, just so there's no bits sort of coming out. And then we go on to comb it. So first off, we need to comb his hair into two sections. So the easiest way I find doing this is first comb all of his gears across his head. It makes it easier to split it. So you do that, and then you don't always get the straightest line, but I quite like it if it's neat. So you try. Let's get this out. There we go. It's not going to come out straight today. So I'll do the same on the other side as well. It doesn't really matter how you do that, whereabouts you do it, but you just need to split it into two. I do find it a little bit easier if he's watching something on the phone, because it means his head is kept down and he remains fairly still. So once you've done that, sorry. So once you've done that, you use a bobble just to put at the top, and then do the gears at the back. Okay, sorry. Kan dokter?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to use some brandy. Both of them are pretty much the same size. I normally use the longer one for the back. So these brandy are made by my mum. So if anybody doesn't know how to make brandy, I could get my mum to show you. So then you use the brandy at the back and you split the hair at the back into three, like that. And then you use a brandy to plait the back and bring all the gears together. Some people only use one brandy at the top, but I find that if you use two, the gears at the back of the head stays neat as well. So then you plait this all the way, well, not all the way, probably halfway. And then you take this over to the top and join in with the gears at the top. Then use bubble. What I find at this point is oh gosh. So what I find at this point, it's best to bring the gears right to the front, because as you're tying, it will go towards the back anyway. So quite close to the front. And then you use a second brandy. So the brandy that you've already got in, if you split it into 3, like that, and then use your second brandy. And you clap front. So split that into 3, split this one into 3 and the case into 3. So you've got an even amount to each one. And then you clap. You plait it all the way to the end of the brandy. And then you do a jurra. So the best way I find is if you twist it, make sure you've left enough room, twist the rest of the brandy around and then over the top. That's a bit loose actually, I'll do that again. Make sure it's not too loose. And then we tie the Keski. So this, I use a small size Keski and it's rectangle. And first you use the part that's flat at the front. And you take that to the front. So start off fairly low on the forehead because it will actually rise up as you're tying. Make sure on both sides all the grease is in as well. You could always make it neater with a slide at the end. So make sure it's flat on the forehead, quite low, and then you take it towards the back. Okay. Before you tie it at the back, just pull the excess material through so it ends up feeling fairly neat. And if you keep a lot of the fold sort of towards the back, it means that you can sort of hide it with the rest of the Keski. And then this point, I normally ask Himmerson, can you look down please? Keep looking down. And then it means you're tying it right at the bottom of his gaze, so it's not too high and doesn't come up during the rest of the day. And then once you've done that, pull in the Keski. And then you need to make sure this knot is quite tight. Not too tight obviously, but tight enough so the Keski doesn't rise. So the next step is taking the bottom bit over. So normally try and make this a little bit neat as well. And take it over the top. Do the same with the other one. Okay, make sure it's neat, it's folded in. And bring it across the top. Tie it at the top. Goes in there. And then around. Make sure this bit's not too high, so keep it low. And Jurra. Tight. And again. And make sure the last bits of the Keski are tucked in nicely. And then sort of any finishing, probably use a selai just to put this bit of gaze here on either side. And we're done. I'm going to smile. はい、口が乾そう。はい、口き。
待て。